Yes.
Akihabara, the acclaimed mecca for otaku, is heavily dressed with anime, gaming, and comic paraphernalia, and an oversaturation of fan service in every direction. Each corner of the main intersection is lined with provocatively dressed maids, trying to lead gullible tourists and geek alike into their overpriced establishments. However, behind this robust facade reveals a tunnel into a past time, a time of post war restoration, where small independent shops banded together to sell radios and other electronic devices. Digital and analog gadgets are being sold smack in the middle of the radio center, minutes from the Akihabara electric exit. These small shops are a remnant of a past way of life, a historical artifact, if you will. So, let's dive into Akiba's electric underbelly together in this week's Japan Strategy Guide. Top picks for hardware, software, and Akihabara goods. Akihabara can be somewhat chaotic at first, and there may be many distractions, so it's always good to have a battle plan before you head out. My first destination pick would have to be Dajio Kaikan. Akiba's radio tower is both iconic and has a great variety of products for browsing. In fact, this is the tower that a satellite crashed into from Nitro Plus's visual novel and anime Steins Gate. Dajio Kaikan has an array of shops that carry model kits, trading card game goods, figures, books, lighting, and even surveillance electronics. So take your time, shop to your heart's content, and enjoy Akihabara's radio tower. Now that you've wet your feet in the swamp that Akihabara is, you may want to find more category-specific shops. Let's start with computer hardware. You basically have two major routes. You can swing by the major retailers like Yodobashi Akiba or Tsukumo. They basically are running all the small shops out of business. However, on the plus note, most of the staff are very well trained, knowledgeable about their products, and if you're buying new, most of the products would come with a reputable warranty from these major shops. Now, if you're looking for used PCs, used parts, maybe used Japanese cell phones, there are some good choices in the back alleys of Akiba. My favorites would have to be Beat On and Hard Off. Now, the strange names aside, they have a nice selection of older models, and the shop atmosphere is a bit more fun than your typical mega retailer. They're located in the back alleys parallel to Chuo Street in Akihabara. You're sure to find some gems if you are willing to look in those shops. Now, as for software, specifically for games, SoftMap is a great retailer for console and PC games. There are a few of these shops divided up in Akihabara. Aside from SoftMap, one of my personal favorites would have to be a chain of stores called Traders. And at Traders, they stock not only new games, but just about every used game you could be looking for, even really old PC software that might be hard to find. There's a very good chance the traders would have it. I'm a regular customer there, and I think one of the reasons that their stock is so good is they give a very fair buyback value. So a lot of people in Akihabara, they tend to buy from traders, finish off that game, sell it back as soon as possible, and it's a really healthy rotation that benefits everyone in the community. So stop by traders if you have a chance. Now, Akihabara wouldn't be what it is today without its plethora of anime goods. The list could go on, but I'm going to single out two shops that I enjoy stopping at occasionally, and they mainly stock doujinshi items. For those unfamiliar, doujinshi are fan-made goods, and this in itself is a very large subculture phenomena in Japan. Interestingly enough, most of the official companies turn a blind eye to these unofficial doujinshi creators, and because basically they know it's healthy for the industry, it gets a lot of people excited, and it gets a lot of creative work that basically promotes selling of a lot of the new items from the official makers. So These shops are Melon Books and Tora no Ana. They have kind of interesting names. Melon Books is just a funny thing to say. I don't know why it's called Melon Books, but maybe you can guess. The other one, Tora no Ana, kind of a good name. It's literally the tiger's den or the tiger's hiding place, kind of cross-referencing that underbelly in Akihabara's atmosphere. But these shops have so many floors divided up by category, by game, anime, original creation, and you can find all sorts of goods, anything from comics, games, novels, posters, bags. Have a look-see, but fair warning, a lot of the content is explicit, so probably not the best place to go for a family outing, but definitely take a look. One last place that I find myself returning to again and again is called Akiba-O. There are various locations scattered along the old shopping streets here, and this place is great for picking up inexpensive electronic attachments, accessories, a lot of disposable PC junk, and maybe just something you might need, something you might not really need, but it's just fun. It's all about the atmosphere, and this place definitely has it. Kind of that wholesale, non-official retailer feeling in Akiba-O, and it definitely always puts a smile on my face walking through there after work or just stopping by. It's definitely genuinely Akihabara. So stop by if you have a chance. Akiba-O will not disappoint you. These are a handful of some of the fun places to go in Akihabara if you are wanting to get a feel of the Electric City and some of the iconic shops that still reside there. In no way are these the only good shops in town. These are just my personal favorite and places that I've noticed I go to repetitively. So if you've never been, and if you're planning to stop by Akihabara, I hope you enjoy some of these places and enjoy the unique atmosphere in this city. Thanks for tuning in. For more content straight from Japan, please subscribe. Till next time.
サブスクライブしてください。